What's going on, guys? We're talking about 4 moves that can possibly correct or help that kind of hunchback, that rounding we get from typing, being on the phones all day, and doing the things that basically life has us doing all the time. So 4 quick drills. The first one, just the basic wall slide or the wall angles. What you'll do is you'll put the butt and the shoulder blades, again, flat against the wall. I want to put those hands up kind of in that field goal position. I'm just going to try to slide them up as far as I can, keeping the contact points engaged the entire time. Just squeezing the shoulder blades down and back when I come up, and then again, trying to keep the contact points of everything as I just flow through space. Taking a couple pass through, maybe 1-2 minutes, nice flow, easy. See how that feels to let things open up. The other thing I do like is just the basic seated shrugs, because you guys are going to be obviously stuck in the chair all day. A lot of times we're rounding. If we can, obviously have a little bit higher setup, but if nothing else, when you're here, just squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. So I'm just squeezing them back, trying to just retract a little bit as I sit here. Another option is take the hands and just put them behind the head softly and just simply extend back slightly on the seat. Or one of my faves is I try to take the hands, I touch in front, and then I squeeze and open up on the backside. Again, it just depends what your range of motion is, but you're just trying to reach those elbows behind as far as you can. And again, just a little extension on the backside. Again, just the basic shoulder squeeze kind of resets the body and puts you in a good position. I also do like a little T-spine extension. Now, you don't have to have a TRX. If you're at home and you have probably your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, as long as it's rooted in, you're gonna be fine. Something that you're not gonna be able to yank, obviously, out of the wall. Or even just your desk or a chair. I guess that's probably the easiest option. When you guys just sit here and we're in place, all we're doing is just dropping into position here and just letting everything extend. You can let the head relax. We can bring it back up. We can shift the weight from left to right. You guys can do this at your desk. Super basic open up drill. I do like the kind of standing pattern because you can buy a little bit more leverage and kind of open things up. But all I'm doing is just dropping the butt and hips back, dropping the head down, and just opening up here, letting everything just kind of relax. You don't have to do much more than this. Just be here. You can shift the hips a little bit left to right. We can drop the head down and just let that T-spine just kind of open up and let everything extend. Again, just do what feels good as you rotate through space, anywhere from a minute, 2 minutes, get lost in it for 3 minutes if it really feels good. And again, if you do have access to a foam roller, there's a couple extension drills here and just a nice way to kind of open up the anterior shoulder and chest. So what I'll do with the roller, and again, when we roll, we never roll the lower back. It's always the mid to upper back. I'm gonna take the hands, I got them locked behind, and all I'm doing is just slightly extending just back. You can start super small, just right from here, just dropping into place. I like the hands here. You can also cross over, and if you want to just roll a little bit, that's fine. You're just talking like upper, mid-back. I can shift the weight to the left. I can shift the weight a little bit to the right. Just kind of dig in, do what feels best. And again, just that real basic just extension. You can find a spot here. We can move up an inch or two. Same thing upper. We can do the same thing a little bit on the lower side of it. And again, just finding what feels good, slow and controlled opening up. And then last but not least, one that you can do obviously before you guys hit the sheets at night, or if you're just laying watching TV, we're gonna do a little, we'll call it like snow angels, little spine opener. Let the entire body lay in the length of the roller, hands down to the sides, almost like T-style, and they can just be here. And for a lot of you guys, this is a good enough stretch just as is of the anterior shoulder. Let the pecs open up so this becomes loose. We're not so tight on the backside, or slowly just moving the hands through full range of motion. We can come all the way up top and touch, and then bring them back down nice and slow and controlled, like that snow angel pattern. Bring them as low as we can, and then bringing them back up. We can rotate through the hands. We can do what feels good for the spine and the upper back to get things loose and kind of moving through space. So again, those are just a handful of basic drills you can do. If you find yourself being rounded and tight all the time, we're not only trying to just loosen up the backside, but loosen up the front side as well. Give those a shot. If you have any questions, comment below.